Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Tuesday.
Dr. Mike, hello. And we are from Dr.
Original barber stuff and hair stuff and shaving stuff, ear care stuff.
Online and at Little Mark. That's what we do. And we are also on, hold on, look at this. We're on Instagram. Hopefully you saw some pictures over the weekend. How about that? Wonderful things to do. Right. Okay, so with that, I can say hello. Hold on, I got to kill a banner before y'all get mad at me. Okay, hi. All right, so tonight is hello, Andrew and Shawnee, good to see you. Tonight is sort of a catch-up from the weekend and all the news that's fit to print, right? So first and foremost, we are restocked on Southern Witchcraft, Disserology, and Labyrinth. We got that today, which is wonderful. And Noble Otter, I know you folks have been looking forward to Orbit and the Black Tea and Vanilla Shave Soaps. We got those in too. So how about that? It's amazing when you come back and everything just starts coming in place and works. Great. Okay, so catching up for the weekend. We on Friday, we went down to Savannah, the wonderful port of Savannah. And we checked into the hotel, and the hotel was a little bit sketchy, but we survived. We managed to get down to the Riverwalk. Oh, good. Okay, well, I hope she feels better. We went down to the Riverwalk. We saw a big ship coming under the bridge carefully, and the wind was blowing like crazy, so it had two tugs kind of helping it to the bridge. I had some wonderful, good food. That the whole weekend was, Savannah's just full of great food, so we really enjoyed that. Hey, Dustin. Okay, great. Hold on. We'll get to that at the end, right? Dustin's going to be one of our new mustache legions. So Saturday, we got to the Southeast Punk Flea Market. Hey, Chris, good to see you. We're just catching up on all the weekend activities. Let's see. We got set up in the corner of the Alley Shrine, which is the Southeast Punk Flea Market. We had a really interesting corner, so we turned it, and we had a lot of room. Really got to stretch ours. Dr. Mike, get our space taken care of. So got a really wonderful setup of lights and all that good stuff. So we looked really good. Hopefully you saw that on the Instagram. It turned out to be a very mellow kind of punk flea market. The music was a little quiet. The people were a little quiet. It was just kind of an easy listening kind of day, right? Right, there you go. We had some new shavers pick up a couple of the Henson razors. Hey, by the way, if you have picked up your first Henson, mine's in purple. Okay, anyway. After the day, we went to, before I talk about dinner, we can talk about lunch. There was a food truck called Ciao Bella, and it was Italian and like real Italian. We had gnocchi, gorgonzola, and a chicken parm panini, which was, for event food, holy smokes, fat boy indeed. And then for dinner, we met my buddy Kelly, who is a high school friend of ours. And if you have not experienced the joy of what it's called UFO, it is a small, sailing vessel. It's probably the size of the door from the Titanic movie. But it's a small little, it's got a fin and it raises. Oh, it's crazy. It goes up like 20 miles an hour. Crazy. Just nuts. He's a crazy guy. But we had dinner at a place called the Green Truck Pub, and that was really good. Lots of burgers, lots of really good food, and lots of beverages. So, how about that? Congrats on your baseball game, Miss Kissy. Sunday, we had a lovely breakfast at the IHOP, by the way. Did you happen to notice that when you're 55 or up, 55 and up, you get the 55 plus menu from IHOP? So, yay. We went back to the show and had an amazing Italian food truck again because it was so good. Just a spicy gnocchi, and I think, what else did I have? What did I have? It was really good. I like a lemon chicken panini. Just stupid good. We ate like kings. An easy day indeed, and then we made it back home, no problem. All right, so there's that. That's that. Because yes, I do read this stuff because I'm old. All right, so you just got your razor at Dr. Mike's over the weekend. like say you got a Henson. So it's a 3-piece razor, right? We're going to do shave 101. We always do this after. Hold it by the short sides. You hold it by the long side, it's self-correcting, right? The blade will get you. Hold it by the short side, unscrew it. You can make all the sounds you want. Handle, base plate, top plate. Not hot plate, top plate. Razor blades typically will come in a package of 5 or 10. They're wrapped up like that. So be very careful opening the razor blade because the razor blade is very sharp. And that's what I like. This is a Gillette 7 o'clock. That's just the brand. It's neither here nor there. So here we go. So here's your top plate. You take your razor blade and put it gently on the top plate, just like that. See? Nice and easy. Base plate fits on top. Notice the silver circle is outward. We then take, see I'm holding it by the safe sides, the handle, and we connect it back down there. Hold it by the short side, give it a nice, you want it snug, right? Snug. There you go. Boom. Okay. So there's your razor is set up and ready to go. But there's a few things we need to do first. So the best time to shave, at least in my opinion, is right out of the shower. You're welcome for the image. Or like out of the tub, or you've washed your face with hot water. So I have, as you can hear by saying, I'm sorry I don't have all these extra set of cameras and stuff, but still, hot towel, right? Hot towel. You want moisture on your face. Fabulous. There we go. Okay, so here is the soap we're using tonight. It's called a Biso, and this is just one that I picked up because I like the smell of it. It's from Goodfellas Smile. It's a nice creamy consistency soap, and we are going to use the big chunky boy. This is the Noble Otter 26 millimeter synthetic badger brush. Amazing. It has been soaking in hot water. Notice I've given it a squeeze, 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 squeeze. It's moist, much like tonight's Brave game, moist. And here's the soap. Notice I am taking it and I'm gently touching it right to the soap. I am not cramming it. I'm just going to do this real quick. We call this loading the brush. What we're going to do is called face lathering. If you're not shaving your face, hey, Brett. If you're not shaving your face and shaving your legs, perhaps, you can do the exact same thing. Okay. So this is loading the brush. We're not making lather yet. Okay, so take the brush, and you're going to put just this part, the tips, just the tip, into the hot water. And now we go to the face. Whoop. And we go round in circles. We go round in circles. And you can go paints, but usually the circles will agitate and get the soap going. So what we're doing is we're incorporating air and moisture into this soap, which, if the water is hot, you have the help of the water and the heat helping to soften your beard. Not this beard, but the beard you're going to shave off, right? And take your time doing this. This can be a magical moment for you. Okay, it's important. Now, if the soap is really thick, like you see, it's really like thick, you can add a little more water to the brush, and you'll find that magic spot, that certain spot where the water and the soap and the agitation all make it worth. Well, there we go. Fabulous. All right, now we're ready to shave. How do we shave? Typically, I will start from the top and work down. That's called with the grain, right? So here we go. I'm going to take the razor. I'm going to put it on my face perpendicular, right? Make it like a T. I'm going to lift up until I feel the blade, and you'll feel it. You'll feel the blade. Short strokes. And don't talk too much. And you're shaving. If you're shaving legs, you can do short strokes, or don't try to go too far, too fast, okay? Important safety note. But it should be very, very easy. Other side, you can use either side. That's why they call it a double-edged safety razor, right? Right. Other side. Excellent. All right. Some people freak out because I have a beard and they're worried about me shaving the beard off. No, you can come right up here to where you're going to start the line. Short strokes on the neck. Notice I'm keeping my chin up. You should always keep your chin up. But what we're doing is we're making sure that our skin is taut. I mean, you don't want to like stretch crazy tight, but just tight enough to make sure that you're not going to snag anything. Not using any pressure. And you'll hear the razor. Right? It's talking to you. And there you go. First pass. We never shave on unlathered skin. What does that mean? So that was the first pass. We went from the top down. Now we're going to go side to side, which is across the grain. I take my brush, apply a wee bit more soap, because this is just helping to protect your skin. It's softening the beard, and soft is good for beard. There we go. See? Now we're going to go across. Here we go. Voila. Purple tonight. Yes, sir. This purple Henson is one of the first makes of it. They've actually, if you bought one recently, a Henson recently from us, you actually have the Mach 2, the version 2, which is a little bit different. Let's see if I have. Here we go. So here is the first edition, and the second edition, they increased the size of the handle. They did a little more beveling. You see the top is beveled on the corners, right? So they took the, the information that they got, the feedback. We're going to go the side to side. Right? The feedback from all these folks who are using their razors and said, hey, it would be better if you did that. And they did it because they can make that change very easily. And it turned out to be a wonderful change. Notice I'm not really digging into the skin. Just like that. Okay? And the last pass, typically the third pass for me, is from the bottom up. So it's against the grain. And you've heard people talk about shaving against the grain or going against the grain. And that's like in woodworking, you're going against the grain. Or you're carving meat, you go against the grain of the meat, right? So, oh wow, there is a brand called the Timeless scalloped top with grooves. Now that is something to behold. Okay, Timeless is just another brand like Henson or Gillette. So here we go for the final. I'm going to use what I call clutch the pearls method, which is I'm holding my skin here, and we're going to go up. And you notice the sound has changed a little bit because you're really not cutting too much hair, right? Right. Be careful going around curves, like right here, right? You got to be careful. So far, so good. All right. Now watch this. This is the fun part because I hold it on my jowl right here to hold my cheek down so I can get a good solid cut going up. Excellent. All right. Now here's the fun part. Not that it's not all fun. I'm going to take a little bit of the soap here and I'll put it on here. Right here. Here. Because we're helping the razor right here on my lip. And you'll make all kinds of funny faces because you want the razor to be able to get to the beard, right? Yeah, corner them out here. Fabulous. All right, last but not least, we have its place in the mustache. Mustache coming up right here. right here. Ta-da! All right. Shaving should be a hands-on process. We always talk about that because you always want to kind of feel if you missed anywhere. And hey, look at that. Not a problem. Not a problem. Now I'm going to rinse my face off. Rinse my face off. Fabulous. Okay. So an important thing after you shave, pretty much. Okay, so Dustin, good question. So with the safety razor, you can get an infinite number of shaves with this razor because all you're doing is changing the blade. And the blade, we sell those are like 100 for $12 or so. So if you're just changing the razor blade, the handle just stays with you forever. Like, we have the Rockwell 2C, really nice and heavyweight. So you just change the blade. How many shaves you get from a blade? 5 to 7. Basically what I tell people is, if you're shaving and you're like, oh, I don't like the way that feels, change the blade. 5 to 7, thereabouts. So 100 blades, at minimum 5 shaves out of each blade. 500 shaves, that's more than a year if you shave every day. So it's like a year and a quarter or so. How about that? And it's a nice, easy shave. So what do we do after we shave? Well, we have to make sure we take care of our skin because we've just kind of done, you've done some micro damage to it. You can't be just dragging a metal blade across it. So that's why we talk about the cartridge razor being so intense. 3 and 4 and 5 blades over and over and over really get you. But we have something new in the aftershave world here at Dr. Wax. From Clubman Pinode, from the Reserve line, we now carry their sort of cocktail line, right? This is the Sweet Rum aftershave, a tropical breeze scent with blackberry, currant, and plum notes. Very nice. We also have Cognac Neat, which is sweet tobacco scent with anise, patchouli, and musk notes. Not that much patchouli. I know there are people out there that are like all about it. And last but not least, we have, and this is an interesting name, Tequila Teas. This is a crisp lime and lemon scent with geranium, vanilla, musk, and bittersweet almond notes. Oh, hello. So tonight I am going to use Sweet Rum. I like the way it smells because it's a soft rum and it's an alcohol. And what we're doing is we're helping to heal our skin, soothe. There we go. There you go. Yep, we'll be there. We're going to help out. Okay, so here is, we actually had a gentleman come up and he asked about doing his mustache. So in order to help folks learning how to do their mustache, I believe Dustin is one. We have, this is Captain Fawcett's, right? This is called Booze and Backy Mustache Wax. So how do you do mustache, right? Well, I use a comb, and this is, I do have a specific mustache comb, but I wanted to show you how to use this. This is a regular comb, just a regular comb. Here is mustache wax. Thumb. Take your thumbnail and scoop you about a thumbnail size, and you're going to take it and we're going to rub it between our fingers. We are heating it up, we're softening it, we're liquefying it. Right? So we're making it into a smoother paste, or the beeswax, we're melting that, and we're going to put it into our mustache just like this. Notice I'm not twisting or doing anything. I'm just putting mustache wax in my mustache. My other hand, other thumb, because we're doing the other side, exactly same thing, just like this. I'm going to put it in our mustache and make sure it's nice and ready to go. Now, for someone just growing their mustache out, this is going to help you when we get our comb. Now watch, we're going to comb through, and this is going to help distribute the mustache wax as best we can, right? And this is going to help pull your mustache to the sides, because as it grows, you do not want to trim it. That was the biggest thing that I learned when I was growing this little thing. is the first time I had a handlebar, it was beautiful, big and long, and I thought, oh, I'll just trim the middle section here to make it a little less bushy. And what I ended up doing was having 3 or 4 long hairs with nothing in the middle, and those hairs, when they get long, they tend to break, and when they break, it is not pretty. So what you want is a full, wonderful mustache that allows you to train it, and that's what we're calling this. We're training it to kind of go outward. So you see, there's, I didn't have it tipped up, but we'll just take a little more wax. Let me show you how you do tips. And it's the exact same process. Wax, wax. Now, I was just talking with a gentleman over the weekend, and when you do a tip, do not twist it. Pull straight out. Pull straight out. You can go back and forth a little bit. Pull straight out. Because if you sit here and torque it down, when it sets, it's going to have all that torque and that energy ready to go the opposite way. I then take my other side, other thumb, and I'm going to squeeze it just a little bit and wrap my mustache around my thumb. There you go. So there's your curve. There's your curl. There we go. So easy as can be. Just taking care of it. Why not? So there we go. How about that? Does that make a difference? Does that make things understandable? Easy, easy. So very, very good. All right. So I smell good. I feel good. The beard is nice and clean now. My brush is full of soap. So all you have to do is you can run it under water, or you can use your sink full of hot water and just run it through the sink and clean it out. Give it some gentle squeezes. We're not trying to kill the thing, but what you want is to make sure that there is no soap left in the brush. Give it a nice dry, and it's all better. All ready to go for next time. Do not keep your razor, like the razor is full of soap and stuff, just rinse it under the water, right? So you want to make sure that this is put into a nice, safe, and dry place. Do not keep this in your shower because it will just keep getting wet and the blade will rust, and that's not a happy thing. So we're going to take it, we're going to put it in a safe place. Ready? There you go. So how about that? Okay. So awesome. Thank you very much. Really nice to get the mustache tipped up again. I love it. And shave is nice. And hopefully that helps everybody with how to shave, how to tip your mustache and get things growing and getting in the right direction. And we talked about food and we talked about friends, and that's what this is all about. Lord knows I needed some good friends tonight. So thank you very much for that. I will say thank you to the person who sent me a ceramic mustache dish. I was having a bad day, and the very end of my day was knocking a very pretty mustache dish, ceramic dish, off a shelf, and it went kablooey. So someone, whoever you are, sent me a replacement, which was complete and utter surprise. So thank you very much. And with that, I will say thank you very much to everybody for being here. And I will say that make sure to take care of yourself. I needed this tonight. A shave is a great way to do it. Teaching is a wonderful thing because that gives me some more energy, right? Make sure to take care of your friends. Reach out, like people sending me weird things. And that was wonderful. And make sure to reach out to your friends and talk to your friends and say hi and check in on them. Michael, we will see you very soon, I hope, sir. Michael, there you go. And excellent, Dustin. If you have any other questions, feel free to ping me on the Facebook or even through the chat on the Dr. Mike's page. Okay, we can certainly help out. So, if you're going to shave, and we know you are, and if you're going to beard or mustache, shave dapper, beard dapper, be your dapper best. We will see you Thursday at 9, and we'll be on our way to the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. Good night, folks.